Hello students, today we'll start with Unit 10 in Accountancy, Computerized Accounting System, Tally. Okay, now computerized accounting system means it is a system of maintaining the accounts using the computers. Okay, you are going to maintain all the accounts in the computer. Okay, now what does the computer do? It will get the information from the users, that is the information means the transaction, the basic transactions from the users as the input, and they process it using the software and finally gives the output in the form of accounting reports and records. Okay, now see here, computerized accounting system refers to the system of maintaining the accounts using the computers. It involves processing the accounting transactions through the use of computer in order to maintain and produce the accounting records and reports. Computerized accounting system takes the accounting transactions as the input that are processed through the accounting software to generate various reports. Okay. Now, what are the applications of computerized accounting system in where all it is used? This computerized accounting systems are used. First one is maintaining the accounting records. Okay, so when the accounts are maintained or it has been uploaded in the computer, then it is very easy to upload in the computers, and it is remains there for a long period of time. Okay, and it also does not require huge space to save the data, and it is very fast, and all the informations provided are very accurate, and the retrieval of the data are also very fast. Next, inventory management. Inventory means stock management. Okay, so the management or the organization, they they are able to have the knowledge, or they are able to get the information about the stock availability, how fast the stock is moving or how slow the stock is moving, what is the current position of the stock, what is the obsolete stock. Obsolete means the stock which are in hold without moving. Okay, so all the informations are able to obtain very instantly. Next one is payroll preparation. Payroll means the salary. Okay, so it helps the management, this computerized accounting system, it helps the management to record the attendance of the employees, to compute the salary, to compute the tax, what is the provident fund, income tax, what are the deductions to be made from the salary of an employee. Everything can be easily calculated. Next one is report generation. So an organization has to prepare various reports, okay, after various meetings, annual report, statutory reports. So all these reports can be generated according to the needs of the organization. Next one, data import and export. Organizations, they no they need some kind of exchange of informations within the organization and outside the organization. So the data and informations can be exchanged within the organization and outside the organization using this computerized accounting system. Next, taxation. For calculating the tax, it can be any kind of tax, GST or SGST or a personal tax. It helps the calculations of tax and submitting to the government. Next one, automated accounting system. Automated means what? It is updated. Okay, it is it is always information is the latest. So automated accounting system, the informations are up to date. Okay, up to date accounting records are available in the accounting software. Okay, and only the particular transaction or the particular field has to be entered. Only a particular field or a particular transactions will be entered in the computerized accounting system, and the software, it will automatically relate that field to various places wherever the informations are required. Okay, next one is designing the accounting reports. Accounting reports are classified into two. First one is routine reports and special purpose report. Okay, routine reports means the journal, the day books, subsidiary books, what all we learnt in 11th standard. Subsidiary books, journal, ledger, trial balance, income statement, balance sheet, all that comes under the routine report, which is used in our daily activities of the business. And special purpose report, they are prepared according to the requirements of the organization or according to the requirement of the users. Okay, now see here, accounting reports can be classified as routine reports and special purpose report. Routine accounting reports includes day books and journal. Day books means subsidiary books. Okay, ledger, trial balance, income statement, balance sheet and cash flow statement. And special purpose reports are prepared according to the requirements of the users. Now, what are the steps to design the accounting reports? First, if an organization want to design a particular report, first thing what they have to do is set the objective. Okay, so for what purpose the report has to be generated. Okay, first one is objective. Then you have to frame the format, that is specify the structure of the report, frame the specific format of the report, and then finally create the database. Okay, the next, data exchange with other information system. So this computerized accounting system, it enables us to exchange the data with other information systems. Okay, so now this management information system, what is management information system? MIS. It provides the various informations to the management to take decisions at various level. So what all it includes? It includes the informations regarding marketing information, human resource information, accounting information, all this. Okay, so a management, before taking any decision, they have to collect the informations from various sources like marketing, human resource, accounting, all that. So similarly, the accounting information system, they collect the informations or they collect the financial data and they process them and provide the output as reports to the users. Okay, now to provide this information, what does this AIS require? They require some data. From where? From other information systems. Okay, that is, they have to collect the data from manufacturing, marketing, human resource, and similarly other information system requires the data from AIS in order to provide information. So the accounting information system, in order to generate the report, they need the data. From where do they get the data? From other information systems like human resource, marketing, manufacturing, all that. So in the same way, the accounting information system, they also give information, okay, to various users. So that is how the exchange of data happens. Okay, thus data exchange among the information system is inevitable. For example, to compute the amount of wages to be paid, accounting information system requires data from manufacturing information system and human information system. So this accounting information system, they collect the data in order to generate the report, and they also give the information to the users. So there is an exchange of information happening. Okay, Now, applications of computerized accounting system is not there as per your radio syllabus. The next one, practical application of accounting software. Now, in your 12th standard, you will learn about this Tally ERP9, but you don't have any practical, only the theory part you have. Okay, so first, how do you start with this Tally package? Okay, so first you have to install Tally in your computer. Okay, then click the start button. In your computer you have the start button, click that, then select all programs. In that you have to click Tally ERP9 and then click the icon Tally ERP9. Okay, or there is another shortcut key, just click the Tally ERP icon in your desktop. Either way you can enter into Tally. You can start with Tally. Okay, and the screen will appear like this. See here, the window will appear like this. Now once you start with Tally, you have to choose the mode of operation. Okay, in some organization which are going to work with Tally, in that case they have to get a separate license. Okay, for them they will choose this activate your license. But as a student, we are just going to work with Tally on an educational mode. Okay, so in that case we have to click this work in education mode. So only for those who have obtained the license, they will click A, activate your license. A, V, I and C are the shortcut keys to go into that option. Next, so now we are going to work with this education mode only. Okay, now the next one is creation of a company. So first thing, an organization using the Tally package, it will be in the company's name, isn't it? So you have to create the name of the company in that software package. So how do you create a company's name? First one, this will be the window which will be displayed, company info. Okay, so you enter the company info. When you enter this option, you have the option called select company. Just click yes. Whatever is highlighted in yes, you have to click that button and it will enter into that option, go into that option. Okay, now in company info you have various options there: select company, login as remote user, create company, backup, restore, all that is there. Okay, so in company info, if your company's name is already created, you will select this option, select company. But if you are going to create the new company, create a new name, then in that case you have to click create company. Okay, if the company's name is already created, you will click the option called select company. But if you are going to create a new company, then you have to click the option called create company. Okay, now see here, it is essential to enter the particulars of a company for which the accounts are to be maintained in Tally. In order to create a company, the following steps are to be followed: company info, create company. After selection of create company from the first screen in Tally, the company creation screen will appear. Now, once you give the create company option, the next screen will appear. It will appear like this. Okay, this will be the first screen in your Tally. Now here it will ask for the name of the company. Can you see here the name of the company, the address of the company, the country where it is located, state, pin code, all the details about the company it will ask. Okay, and here, see here, the currency in which the business is done. Okay, and all the details it will ask. You have to enter all the details, and finally it will ask to uh, complete this page. So you will click yes, and the data will be accepted and the company will be created. But for educational purpose, only the name of the company has to be given. Only this part has to be given. Others you just click enter and create the company. Okay, now see here, Tally asks for the name, address, books and the financial year details, security control, base currency information, etc. Now provide all the particulars of the company as required in Tally. After completing all entries, choose yes to accept the data and create company. For practical purpose, enter only the name and keep all the other fields as they are. Only the name of the company you will enter. Following the above procedures, multiple companies can be created. So in the same way, you can create different companies. Okay. Next is Gateway of Tally. Now after creating the company, this screen or this window will appear on your screen. Okay. Now this is Gateway of Tally. This screen is called as Gateway of Tally, and it is shown on the right pane, right side. See here the windows. In this window, the right side it shows the Gateway of Tally menu, and it contains various options like transactions and reports. Okay, and the shortcut key for each of this, see here, the shortcut key for accounts info will be marked in red. For the first letter, it will be highlighted. See here the shortcut key T, V, all these are the shortcut keys which will be highlighted. Then the vertical bar, here you have the vertical bar which will give all the shortcut keys. If you want to go to the previous menu, you have to click F1 to select a company. Okay, and if you want to change the date, click F2. If you want to change the period, click F2. So all the shortcut keys will appear on the right side vertical bar. Okay, and you have a bottom bar here. The bottom bar, it contains the version, which version you are going to you are using. See here the version and updates, what is the license number, okay, what is the configuration, all the details will be given in the bottom bar. So this is the screen for Gateway of Tally. Once you create the company, this screen will appear. Okay, next one is closing Tally. How do you close this Tally app? Press the escape key, okay, and then press enter or just click Y. Y means yes. Okay, escape, enter or Y key. Or another shortcut key is Control Q. Now, when multiple companies are created, two or more companies are created, if you want to select a particular company, then you can use this shortcut key, select company, and then that first window will appear. From there you can select the company. See here, the list of companies will appear here in the left side. Rajesh, or how many ever companies you have created, everything will appear here. From this you can select the particular company. Okay, now selecting a company, if multiple companies are created, to choose a particular company after opening Tally, click F1 on the right side bar, vertical bar. Tally ERP9 displays the select company screens with a list of companies that are already created. Select the company for which the accounting has to be done. So when you click F1, all the companies will be displayed on the left screen. List of selected companies will be displayed, and from that you can select the company for which the account has to be maintained. Next is company features. So once the company is created, we have to set the features for the company. Features means the various options for maintaining the financial records as per the requirements of the users. Okay, so you have no means for a company, if you are going to maintain any records, you have certain rules for maintaining the accounts, for maintaining the stock. So you have to set the options for that. So for that purpose, you will go into the company features. Okay, so in this, see in the screen you have gateway of Tally, you have company features. You have to select company features and set the options according to the requirements of the organization. Okay, next. Now in the accounting features, you have various options like maintain accounts only, then you have invoicing, budgets, banking features, payroll. All there are so many features, but for accounting purpose, for the general accounting purpose, you will select only this maintain accounts only option as yes. Others and all as default, whatever it is in the screen, you will just leave it and finally come out of this screen. And here it will ask accept yes or no. You will click yes and come out of this screen. Okay, all the other informations will be left as it is. Only this maintain accounts only, you will click it as yes. Now see here, accounting features. The general accounting features includes maintain accounts only, integrated accounts and inventory, and use income and expenses account instead of profit and loss account. The other accounting features includes invoicing, banking features, etc. For practice purpose, only the accounting aspects are considered and inventory features are not considered. Select accounting features from company features menu. Under general accounting features, set yes to maintain accounts only. Only this maintain accounts option you will set it as yes. And leave all the other features to default value and accept yes. Finally come out of the screen by clicking yes. The accounting feature screen will appear as shown in figure 10.6. See here. Only this maintain accounts only, you will set it as yes, and then other options you will just leave it as it is, and finally click yes and come out of this screen. Okay, next. Here in the bottom you have the statutory features. Okay, it is related to all the taxation like goods and service tax, value added tax, any tax deducted at source, all tax related features has to be set, but as default it will be set as no. Okay, for educational purpose it is not required. Only this maintain accounts only, it will be clicked as yes. Okay, next. Next, creating accounting groups. So in Tally, there are various groups created which is set as default in the accounting package. Okay, so what is a group now? It is a collection of ledger. Okay, a group of ledger or a collection of ledger, we call it as a group. Okay, and it is predefined. Predefined means it is already set in the Tally application software package. Okay, and this groups, they are based on the accounting principles. Okay, you know what are the accounting principles? By following the double entry system of accounting only, the groups are set. Okay, there are various heads like assets, liabilities, income and expenses. So see the list of groups which are predefined in the software package. Now you can classify the groups into two, that is primary group and subgroup. Okay, now this primary group includes capital, all the liabilities and all the fixed asset and current asset. All capital, liabilities, fixed asset and current asset is included in the primary group. And all this sundry debtors, sundry creditors, reserve surplus, all the other things comes under the subgroup. Okay. Now, this is the screen which shows the list of groups which are predefined in the Tally software package. It will appear like this. Now I'll just tell you how to go into this group. So what was the first screen I told you in Tally software package? Gateway of Tally. You will click this gateway of Tally. In this, you will click Masters. Okay. Now in Masters, you will click Accounts Info. Now when you go into Accounts Info, you have an option called Group. So in that group, you have to, that screen is not here. It's not shown here. So once you go to Accounts Info, you will have the option called Groups. Click that, then click Single Group. Okay. Now after that, if you click Display, it will list out all the groups which are predefinedly set in the software package, like this. Okay. And the same way, if you go, see here, it's given here, click Gateway of Tally, click Masters, then you go to Accounts Info, click Groups, Single Group. If you want to display all the groups which are predefined in this application, then you will click Display. If you want to create a new group, then you have to click Create. Okay. Next. So now we have learned how to create a company. First thing is creating a company in Tally. How to create a company? Go to company info and give create company. Then the next one, how to close Tally, how to select a company in the Tally package. Then set up, once you create a company, you should set the features for the company. Okay. And then the next one is the accounting features has to be set, but for educational purpose, only the maintain accounts only options will be clicked as yes. The others will be kept as it is. And finally, you accept and come out of that page. And then you have creating a group. How to create a group in Tally. By default, there are so many groups which are predefined set in Tally. Okay. Next is ledger account. Next, you have to create the ledger account. Now in Tally, to record transaction, the transactions are to be identified with related ledger accounts. So there are two predefined ledgers. Means it is already by default set up in the Tally package, that is cash and profit and loss account. By default, it is set in that software package. What are the ledger accounts? Cash and profit and loss account. All the other ledgers we have to create according to the requirements of the organization. Okay. Now to create a ledger, what has to be done? First, you should go to Gateway of Tally, the first screen. Okay. See here. You will go to the screen Gateway of Tally, then click Masters, go to Accounts Info. Inside that Accounts Info, you have to click Ledger. So that screen is not here. Inside that Accounts Info, you have to click Ledger and then give single ledger and create. Create option you have to select. See here, Gateway of Tally, Accounts Info, Ledger, single ledger and click Create option. Okay. So the ledger will be created for that company. Now once you create the ledger, this screen will appear. Okay. Now you have to enter the name of the ledger here, and under which group you are going to create that ledger has to be entered. Other field has to be kept as it is, and finally you click accept. Okay. So only the name of the account. Say for example, Manohar account. So it falls under capital account. So under the group you have to mention here and click yes. So the ledger will be created for Manohar. Next one is modification of group. If you want to modify the group or if you want to modify a ledger, alteration or deletion of the group and ledger is possible, while details of user-defined groups ledgers can be fully altered. Only name can be altered for predefined group and ledger. So when we create a ledger or when we create a group, it can be fully altered. It can also be deleted. But the predefined group and predefined ledger, only the names can be altered. Okay. Predefined group or ledger cannot be deleted. We cannot delete the predefined ledgers and predefined groups. What are predefined ledgers? Cash account and profit and loss account. Groups, you have so many predefined groups in Tally. However, user-defined groups or ledgers can be deleted. To delete a ledger, what has to be done? Same way, gateway of Tally, go into masters, select accounts info, select ledgers, select single ledger, then click alter. Okay, then click whichever ledger you have to delete or you have to change. Okay, that has to be selected. Click Alt D and then press yes to delete the ledger. So all this they may ask for 2 marks. You should know the path. Okay, how to delete or how to create a ledger, how to create a group, all that. Then, so with this we'll stop.